Assalamualaikum students and Assalamualaikum parents. In 3 minutes video, we will try to explain what is production possibility curve. We'll make a simple diagram, give you a definition, and that can help you explain various concepts of economics. Production possibility curve is combination. It shows combinations of two goods that can be produced with given resources and technology. Along x-axis, we show good X. Along y-axis, we show good Y, or any other two types of goods we can show. And downward sloping PPC must touch both axes, and it could be a straight line or it could be a concave one as shown over here. And initially, the economy was producing good X1 of good X and Y1 of good Y, and then output changes, rises of good X from X1 to X2, and output of good Y falls from Y1 to Y2, and we can show it through numbers as well as with the help of arrows, and we can also show a movement along the PPC. So this PPC shows a movement along the PPC. Now, various concepts that can be explained with the help of this simple one diagram. Scarcity. Since resources are scarce, we cannot have everything we want to have. So in case we want to have more of one thing, we have to have less of the other. So diagram shows that, it confirms that. In case we need to have more of good X and we need to raise the output of good X from X1 to X2, output of Y will fall from Y1 to Y2. Choice. If we choose to have more of good X, we will have to have less of good Y. Opportunity cost. If output of good X rises from X1 to X2, the output of good Y falls from Y1 to Y2. The opportunity cost of raising output from X1 to X2 is the fall in output of good Y from Y1 to Y2. And of course, preferences. This may be vaccination during the time of pandemic. The government thinks vaccination is more important and it will help economy come out of that recession which has been caused because of that pandemic, and more vaccination and less of other goods. Or maybe there is a fear of war, more military goods instead of consumer goods, and that could lead to a preference. And maybe a business person is thinking that producing good X is more profitable, it can give them more revenue. So preference can be shown, opportunity cost could be shown, scarcity should be shown, and of course choice could also be shown with the help of this simple one diagram. And we can show one more concept that we may write over here capital goods. As we all know, goods which can help produce further goods in future, consumer goods that help immediate satisfaction. So if we look at this labeling, so this country is producing more of capital goods and less of consumer goods. Though there will be a loss in immediate satisfaction, in immediate standard of living, people will have less consumer goods. Capital goods will increase, and that will increase the ability of country to produce more goods in the long run, and PPC may shift to the right in the long run. And that shows that if we made more investment goods and less consumer goods, we may be giving up something on our living standards, current living standard, but we will have greater economic growth. So we can explain economic growth along with the help of this PPC as well. Thank you very much.